What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Shadowverse. So last time we did Us and the Titans and Titans Legacy. In this video, we'll at least be doing Legacies Rewritten and Time Unbounded and Unbounded Futures. And the world keeps turning. Alright, that was a really long title. Anyways, here we go. But yeah, the final battle for Reveal begins as Ilgano and Ashilindrig hold off a mob of Shades. Bunny, Baron, and Miser and Selena make their way to the Nexus. Oh wow, so yeah, you can't use Ilgano because she'll be back here. Anyways, for this battle, I'll be using Baron here, just because I feel like for me, I feel like he's been more of a, I guess, a main character in a way. I don't know. I mean, there's also Bunny too. I feel like she's also been pretty big. Well, you know what? I guess I'll use Bunny just because she's like the first one here. Actually, when I think more about it, I think maybe she would be more of a main character. It's just, yeah, I'm in the deck here based on Baron. I guess this is fine, just so that, you know, in a way, even though I can't use Baron, his card sleeve will be here. Yeah, it's supposed to be for Baron, but nah. But yeah, pretty much this deck over here is the same one from before. Like when I played as Bunny and Baron, when I played the Reveal story. So yeah, same deck. I just pretty much copied and pasted from that video. So here we go. And my dog wants to go out. Alright, here we go.
Feel that, Bun? Air's heavier than usual.
Yeah, and it stinks too.
Feels ominous, all right. Enough to raise every hair on a black cat.
It's getting more suffocating by the minute. Just this feeling of dread that keeps growing and growing. I bet Nexus. Watch out.
Here we go.
Not these freaky critters.
Here we go.
Rise and shine.
Gee, there's so many.
A welcoming party just for us? You shouldn't have.
We will engage these poor creatures.
I wonder if she'll be doing some, you know, restart and reset in the story here.
Go on. Nexus is waiting for you.
Well, see you on the other side, Ilgano.
I shall be waiting on the field of victory. Look lively, Ashilindrig. The rents do.
Oh man.
Now that I am the one paying, I cannot say that I much care for the system of capitalism. Excuse me. I have just been snatched from slumber and would appreciate some peace and quiet. Let's see here. For abrading my refined hearing with your caterwauling, 5,000
Oh my gosh,
gold.
he's back at it.
The time and labor it will take to slaughter every one of you piggies. How about I give y'all the lot price and call it 60,000?
Like, is he still using that power?
Finally,
I don't know if he's just like
for the
saying it.
irritation you have caused me,
The thing is, I'm just wondering if he's still like
100,000
really
gold.
powerful, because man, he can just come back and rule the world again if he wants to. Or like, you know, make an attempt. But I guess he like moved on from that.
Why do they always have to squeal? Never saves them.
Ashilindrig. Remember that you are paying me in victories and not in blood. One loss, and the deal is off.
You desire all the odds on the house, do you? Well then, I had better call my most crooked dealer.
Oh my
Zesselwinch.
gosh. Yeah, when he said that, I thought about Zesselwinch. Oh my gosh. Yeah, very interesting, man. He's back now.
My oh my. I was just about ready to burst. That was a downright cruelty, Lord Icy. All these mice having their way and not letting the cat come out and play.
Zessel, I did not summon you to listen to your mouth.
Of course, Lord Icy. I was always a better dancer than a singer anyways. Now, why don't we have ourselves a little dance of the dead?
Bring me victory, boy. Victory at all costs.
We have one chance. Stumble, and you do not get up again.
Oh, I'll be fine, as long as you two don't get underfoot.
Little old me? Why, my boots are as light as smoke and as fleet as a bullet.
Sounds like Ilgano's putting on a show.
Reckon they can whoop those varmints?
They'll have to. We can't close the deal on our own.
I wouldn't worry about them. We're the ones fixing to twist the tiger's tail.
Same tiger who beat Arisa and the Titans. Have mercy. I'm about as nervous as a clumsy chef in a wooden cookhouse.
You could always turn
You know-
back.
After talking about like that one time where, where I was wondering just how people would write, some cowboy talk. I feel like I do want to try it out for myself one day.
No, sir. I spent all my life
I think it'll be a lot
running
of
from
fun just trying to
demons and
think
learning
of-
to get you nowhere. I will fight and die here if I must.
Just write the way they do here
Well, you're gonna need every ounce of that courage soon.
as an
We're
exercise.
getting
Oh boy.
Baron!
I know.
And she's here.
Dance on, ye puppets of fate. Thy hour
I feel like
upon
writing
the
like this will be
stage
even way
yet
harder,
to
because
end.
I'm not the best when it comes to like the Shakespearean type writing.
That's Nexus?
Those mana levels shouldn't be possible.
Are you gonna stand there and shake, or are you gonna get to work?
You heard him. Skin those smoke wagons!
Weak.
Accelerate! Trigger! Rapid fire!
Ignite! Trigger! Haven fire!
Thou art nothing, less than nothing.
Ah!
So many ghosts, so many walking corpses. A procession of the dead, each step bringing thee closer to thy graves.
I know we heard about how tough she is, but it sure turns my stomach seeing somebody take all that lead like it was nothing.
You got plenty of time to be sick after the fight. Now come on!
Break. That power.
Yep, I boxed up your gift. Little parlor trick I picked up recently.
Dang, so like when they become titans, they just inherit that power too? I thought maybe they just get like an immense amount of mana or something. But no, they can just, I guess, take that power too.
Courtesy of the Titan of Force.
In a dream, I saw two titans diminish into shriveled, crawling creatures. I saw,
Yeah, sucks that
and now
we didn't
I
really see them,
understand.
interact with them, like transferring the power. Man.
All right, Miser.
Yeah, Miser's
Put on
here
your
now.
big boy boots. I soar on the wings of angels. Override. Reload. Tachyon fire.
Is that new?
You must be the
I don't remember
new
Tachyon
armored
fire.
Yeehaw!
order.
She's hurting. Guess the sun does shine on the dogs behind.
Fools. Seekest thou to seize the future thy forebears lost? Thy reach is but half of theirs, half of their wisdom, and half of their strength. A coffin's quarters is fit for thee.
Can't argue with you there, milady. The sheriff could command
Dang, look at his eye.
and everything they touch.
Look, both of their eyes, I
All
didn't even
got is a
realize.
souped-up version of Accelerate.
As for me, while not wielded power in both hands, I can only use my right.
However, Nexus, I do believe you are forgetting something.
We've each found our other halves.
Words. Nothing but...
Yoo-hoo! I was starting to feel
So wait.
left out.
So I guess she's not a Titan?
Foolish is the hare that jumps into the lion's mouth.
Oopsie-daisy.
Oh wait, she is a Titan. So I'm guessing if you have those eyes, that means that you're a Titan. That means Selena's doesn't have that, right? Oh, she got that too. Wow, so you can have two different, like, two people sharing the same role as one Titan.
Not sure had a sweet deal with this boxing hoodoo. Starting to regret that I only have the use of old Lefty here.
Well, better half a Titan than all a corpse.
Yeah, so she's like the only normal one here.
I'm alive with
What?
heaven's retribution.
Wait, now I'm kind of confused. Is that just, is the eye thing just or did she also share the power with Miser? I don't even know.
Incinerate! Reload! Gunfire!
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Powers of force and order. But how?
Look at that! Right where her heart would be. Slick shot, Selena.
Right back at you, Bunny.
2 for force and 2 for order.
She did. Wow.
Power is but one half. Is it possible?
Yeah, I didn't even know it was possible at all. I wasn't even sure if Selena was gonna be a Titan. I thought maybe it has to be like one person.
Thou hast divided thy inheritance.
Yeah,
That's
very
right.
interesting.
We made a deal with the devil.
None of y'all has the magical capacity to withstand a Titan's inheritance. The power would eat through you like
Okay, I
bourbon
see.
through old parchment.
So yeah, like one person can withstand a Titan's power or inheritance, but if you divide that power, you can, withstand that divided power. Wow.
However, if we divide the inheritance into halves, we can cheat the Reaper. Given the history of your associations, I expect Bunny and Baron will succeed the Titan of Force. The power of order would go to the station mud and the church mouse.
Station Mutts and Church Mouse.
Now, what makes this such a
I like how we just
sweet
respected
deal
Bunny and
is
Baron by saying their
when the
names.
time comes
It's
for
funny.
you to pass on your titles, you will not die.
What? Dang. Maybe because the power is... I'm guessing, that since it's been divided, the power is like weaker, and that means that when they transfer, it wouldn't be that harmful.
Of course, the power
Wow.
of the Titans will be significantly diminished,
Yeah.
shrunk down to human size, so to speak. That may be why nobody has ever considered sharing the inheritance until now. See, the figures who rose up to be Titans were monumental thinkers. Megalomaniacs so focused on absolute power, the value of their own lives appeared small in comparison. And how can a soul that will sacrifice its very self trust another?
Then how can you be sure the inheritance will split?
The Titans may not have been philanthropists, but the being they owed their power to was. You know the story.
In the beginning, there was a single god, whose first command was, let one become 3.
Thus,
Okay.
from the divine spirit, the Titans were born.
Now the third shall become sixths, which may not have the same ring as let one become 3, but it is the same concept. That is the deal on the table. And unless I am mistaken, it is one that you cannot afford to refuse. Ilgano, I will be withdrawing to the inner chambers of your subconscious, where I can prepare for the ceremony undisturbed. I know how rats like to squeak, but the terms of this contract are non-negotiable.
Schillendrig might be the lowest son of a gun I ever met. But between the two of you, I'd say he's the lesser of two evils.
Witless. Thou art candles that give smoke after thy fire hath burned out. Thy forebears lacked strength enough to defeat me. Wherefore diminish where there is already a dearth. Fools, fools, fools.
The only fool here is you.
What? Do not confuse madness for courage, worm.
Oh man.
If
It is so
power
cool.
was the only thing that mattered, humans would have gone extinct a long time ago. We're small creatures living in a big world, but we've faced calamity before, and soon you'll just be another item on a long list of things we've survived.
Boring! If you merry hens are done clucking, let's settle this the old-fashioned way.
There's Miser.
You win, you build a new reveal over our dead bodies. We win, you get the hell out of our city.
Heck yeah.
You wanted a reckoning? Well, you got one. Come on, you devil!
Showdown!
Oh, Shadowverse Showdown, let's go. Dude, this is really cool. I like how they split the power. Cause yeah, you know, I thought since with Bunny and Baron, I thought maybe in a way they would both become Titans. And also because, you know,
This town
I thought maybe
belongs
they
to
also had
us.
to match up with their classes
Thy
too.
miracle shall become
Like, you know,
thy
sword
death.
and stuff. We got too many Bunny and Barons here. I'll keep at least one copy, maybe. So yeah, let's see how this battle goes. If there's any special powers. So far looks normal. 20-20.
Feckless, witless, hopeless. Thou hast no
Ooh, Eternal
future.
Fury. There's a lot of text there.
Incinerate!
Oh, snap. She's here.
Break them.
Slumber and sink into serenity.
Yeah, so you think in a story she'll do that restart and reset again. There's only one battle, I think, right? And then we move on to the next world. Whenever your leader's defense becomes 1, reduce your leader's maximum defense by 5. Then activate all the following effects. Fully restore your leader's defense. Recover all your evolution points. Your opponent loses 1 play point orb. Recover one of the opponent's evolution points. What? Oh, that's... When I saw recover, I thought that meant like they take my evolution point. But no, we get a 1 point back. Restore 5 defense to the enemy leader. Banish all cards from both players' hands and put a copy of each card that was banished from your opponent's hands into their deck. Wait, banish all cards. Okay. Banish all followers in play. Your opponent draws cards until there are 5 cards in your hand. Draw cards until there are 7 cards in your hand. Change the number of shadow soldiers that have come to play this match to 0. Nexus's special effects are strengthened based on the number of shadow soldiers that come into play. Dang, that was like the whatever like this first part is. And then now we get to the actual effect on the field. While this amulet is in play, your leader's defense cannot drop below 1 by damage from attacks or effects. Defense can drop below 1 by effects that can reduce maximum defense. Can't be targeted by enemy effects. Can't be destroyed by or banished by effects. That's cool. So you can reduce like the maximum defense. So it looks like we were just pretty much... Oh, I think I remember this now. Like playing this back in the day. I guess now it makes sense with the whole restart and reset, because it looks like we're just pretty much doing that, the restart and reset. But like, is it, you know, it's not like fully starting over the match. Okay, yeah, interesting. Let's see, what do we do here? Let's go and just play a... Well, hold on, let me see Miser's accelerated order. Count down 1 during your turn. When this amulet comes into play, add 1 rally to your account and deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower. At the end of your turn, if X is at least 5, give 2/2 to all allied followers. X equals the amount of allied accelerated orders and searing orders destroyed this match. Last word, summon searing order. And then I'm guessing it'll go back and forth. Yeah, summon accelerated order. During your turn, when this amulet comes into play, add 1 to your rally count and deal 1 damage to enemy leader. At the end of your turn, if X is at least 5, give 2/2 to all allied followers. X equals... Wait, is this the same thing? Hold on, what? It feels like the same effect. I mean, this one does 1 damage to the enemy leader. The other one deals 2 damage to the enemy follower. But this part here is the same. Okay. I see now. Looks like a back and forth with these two, with like these effect over here. Yeah. Anyways, let's do it. Let's see how we can make this work if we can. And also just use the Revelian Bandits if I want. But still, like, there's gonna be like one remaining if I even destroy at least two. That's gonna finish me off. Oh my gosh, dude.
Die by the saddle.
Evolve.
Hell yeah, this'll hurt.
Yeah, so I think I'll do this again.
Out of our way.
Now that I
Live
understand
by
like
the
how this
saddle.
whole thing's supposed to go.
Together.
Should be a lot more easier. If I had the rally keyword cards, then this will probably be a lot easier. But I only have the Outlaw Gunner. That's my only rally card. I should probably look into maybe putting some rally cards into my deck, now that I know it's going to be a thing. Alright guys, so I did update the deck over here. Pretty much did a big overhaul to it, where instead of like using the maneuver stuff, the maneuver cards, this time I thought I would update it to reflect on Bunny and Baron and their title as Titan. But also to make it easier for me to maybe win this battle, where I try to make use of like rallies and loot as well. And I thought Octrix was pretty much like the perfect card for that, because her abilities, you know, where she gains effects from the enemies, I thought it matches very well with like Not, and I guess now Bunny and Baron. But yeah, it's pretty much a loot and rally deck. And yeah, as you can see, I did lose over here, so this will be my third try. I lost my second try. But yeah, hopefully we can do better. You know, third time's a charm. Rather not show me lose on my second attempt, just to make things a lot faster. And also, you know, I can show the whole battle for the first one, because I pretty much failed there. Here we go.
This town belongs to us.
Thy miracle shall become
Oh
thy
man,
death.
Raviel's here very early. Maybe I'll skip out on you. It's fine. Okay, we got Octrix right away.
You ready, Selena? Consider it.
Feckless, witless, hopeless. Thou hast no future.
Okay. Then we got Bunny and Baron here. I guess this will be fine since we're like recovering evolution points, summoning Val and all that.
Easy as pie.
Got him in my
Okay.
sights.
Senseless, worthless.
But I'll be playing the Chivalrous Bandits next, though.
Slumber and sink into serenity.
Overrun!
Play you.
Gold is wasted on the nobility.
And my turn. Yeah, we got this guy here who evolves when I play a loot
I
card.
can fly anywhere in the world.
Oh man, but that guy
Just
went
spread
away.
the wealth.
Shoot.
Consider it.
Okay, what do I do here? I thought about just saving it. Man. I'm gonna make sure I can also conserve my health too.
Easy as pie.
Got
Wanna
him
be
in my
careful about it.
sights.
Okay, maybe not a good starting hand.
Listen, it's my only hope.
Overrun!
Yeah, so far not the best like starting here. Dang it. Maybe I'll play the Word of Honor. I need to build up the rally just so I can evolve for free with Octrix. I really want to make that happen.
Ready to get my thanks for the other day.
These
Trying to
wings
build up that
will
rally right now. Ooh boy.
Sleep, O world.
I think we can do the rally next turn.
Accept its mercy.
So what do you do? Oh, you don't. Doesn't really work on us. Well, yeah, maybe on Keen Edge though. Recovering health.
Consider it.
Well, we got the Opulent as well, which will be nice. But I'd rather restore health. I'd receive that rally if I can. I'll steal from you.
Newfound satisfaction begets desire.
Hell yeah, this'll hurt.
I
Heightened fear shall make you crave.
And then now we can start fusing with the stuff. Okay. This one does 4 damage, right? Part of me wants to play it right now just so I can clear the field. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe it's fine for now.
Back where it belongs.
Yeah, just... Oh wait, it's gonna divide between all enemies, so it's not gonna be guaranteed to going at this one here. Okay, maybe I'll just play you just so I can draw a card.
Belongs in a special place.
Or not draw a card. We get the gilded necklace out. Man, Keen Edge is back again. Keen Edge. It's a tough battle, man. It's a tough battle.
The tribulations continue.
Who am I? What am I?
Thy reckoning cometh.
My master is gone from this world.
Okay.
Override!
Got Octrees again. We can recover health if you want. I guess I'll try to get the Keen Edge back again.
This newfound satisfaction begets desire.
And go in. Evolve.
Oh, miss.
Heightened fear shall make you
There's also the
crave.
Opulent that I can play right now. Oh wait, maybe that's good. Because I can do this.
I'll be winning with money and resources.
So I can just destroy them all. Okay, I got it now.
Our supply lines have been reinforced.
Back where it belongs.
Is this?
Come to Papa Arsene.
There we go, see? That's not bad. And then we get a boost in attack. Okay, not too bad. I'm sure they're gonna try to go after Octrees first. Oh no, they're not.
Onward to new treasure.
What the heck are they? What are they cooking right now? Are they gonna play a card to evolve and attack? Oh, they are. Well, not evolve.
You are not.
Oh yeah, I guess evolve that.
The tribulations continue.
Consider it.
If you want, we can possibly do some massive damage. Let's go do some fusion, why not? Go see our options. I hope that when this card goes back into the deck, that the fusion counts will still be there. If I want, I can play the Fearful Fighter. I'd rather save it though. Maybe get 2 Warden of Honors out in the field. But yeah, we recovered 2 play points with this, so we can still play Warden of Honor, which is my plan right now.
Here to plunder and pillage. I win with wealth.
Okay, there we go. We're doing pretty good. Oh, Advent of Peace.
I'll grab everything next time.
And they also have their own ward too. What shall I do here? I need to get rid of that card. I can maybe make use of this. Deal 2 damage, deal 4 and restore 4. Alright, I think we won.
Dread leads to
I
thirst.
win with wealth.
Reset.
There we go. Reset.
Restart.
I like how those guys come back in. Oh man. The diffusion count, I'm guessing, went back down to 0. Wow. Dang, I got like nothing else to maybe play here. I'd rather save their effects for later on. Maybe I can get the gilded boots. Maybe I'll save it. Let me just be smart about it. I'll play maybe just this, just so that I can like fuse and draw a card.
I'm here, just like
So
I
that
said in
if they
my
destroy this
tip-off
card,
note.
it's fine. I think it's fine. 3 damage to the face.
Sleep, O world.
Oh man, the Keen Edge are gonna come back.
Accept its mercy.
Oh no, okay, we're not gonna get it. They banished it. Okay, okay. What shall we do here?
Dread leads to quest. Pain.
Gold is wasted on the nobility. All mine.
Okay. A part of me wants to play Bunny and Baron right now. But I also would love to evolve and draw. I think I'll evolve and draw.
Watch and learn, amateurs.
So which one do I not want? Maybe I'll fuse the Gilded Boots. Or, no, I need a discard one. I can draw more. Yep, rid of the boots.
Doesn't get more thrilling than this, eh?
Here we go. Then yeah, we can recover 1 evolution point.
Treasure belongs in a special place.
Like we can steal 1 and take it for ourselves.
Easy
Nice.
peasy.
Okay, not bad, not bad. I think I'll go ahead and end my turn here. I just realized, so he has ambush, right? What if I just keep on building him up until he can like one-shot?
Time for the next job.
You think that'll be a good strategy? It could be a strategy.
Thy reckoning cometh.
Oh shoot. Big guy.
Overrun!
Yeah, I could maybe see if I can make that work. Let me go do some fusion. Go to Goblet. Would like to get rid of these guys if I can. Let me keep drawing cards to see my options. Ooh, Fearful Fighter might be good. Because I can clear out the board here. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Alright.
This blade is my sanctuary.
And then I'll end my turn. Should destroy everyone here pretty much.
Away with you!
Embassy is my only hope.
Keen Edge is back. Dang it. I'm gonna restore health. No, the Bane
You are not enough.
and Shield.
There must be an antidote for time.
Ooh. I think I'll have to play you just to get rid of you. Or I can play Bunny and Baron. The thing is, I feel like we're gonna restart and reset very soon. I want to make sure I can maybe guarantee I can do that. Oh no, wait, I can guarantee it. I can like attack you. Oh no, but no, hold on. I just realized this activates at the end of the turn. I thought about using this. To my advantage. Maybe one honorable thief, so I can just attack this guy and then end my turn. I guess maybe another way to win is to also take this out to the deck. That'll be kind of nice. Okay, let me go for it. Let me try out my strategy here.
Just like I said in my tip-off
Maybe it's good, maybe not.
An honest day's work. Please steal responsibly.
Okay, let me go and fuse this. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Destroy everyone. So yeah, 3 left now. As long as they don't have ward, we should be okay.
Destroy the world artifact.
Uh-oh, they're gonna summon. Here we go again. Nothing changed. Oh look, we can play you to deal 4 damage to all enemies, and then that'll restart and reset. I think that's fine. Like, it's cheap. It's a cheap way to do it. Oh no, wait, I can just attack directly, actually. Let me just save my play points. Okay, so I'll attack. Attack you.
Keep your distance.
Reset. Restart.
Hey, we got Kagemitsu here. And he has Storm too. We can play 2 Storm? You think we should do that? That'll be crazy. 2 Storm. I can also evolve him too. Dang, hold on, there's like a lot of fun possibilities here that I can maybe pull off.
Sparks of blood shall soon fly.
Because maybe I do want to see my Kagemitsu. And I can evolve this turn, right?
Eternal sleep, eternal love.
Hell yeah, this'll hurt.
There we go.
The sound of silence seduces.
Reset.
That was a fast one. So this should be the last one now.
Restart.
Ooh. Alright. And not much I can do here.
Here to plunder and pillage.
Let's go and play this.
Ready to give my thanks for the other day.
Maybe I should play this. Because I do want to get some better cards to draw. It's our last one. I don't mind like thinning out my deck, maybe. Oh, I should have also played the fuse, I forgot. My bad. Should have fused. 4 mystic artifacts into your deck. Oh no! That's not good. The Berserker.
This isn't the end of it.
Okay. I can steal. Now, let me do some fusion here. Okay, this is not a good thing. I mean, we still have plenty of health though, but I would love to take this guy down so he doesn't summon the Shadow Commander. If I can make that work somehow. So I can deal 4 plus 3, 7. Oh yeah, Chivalrous Bandit. Okay. Yeah, we can make that work. We can also remove all the effects too, so that when this guy evolves, it won't be bad. Okay. But I think I'd rather attack all enemies though, because I want to make sure I can take the least amount of damage. So I think I'll play him. And we still draw a card too. Oh yes, the Fearful Fighter is here. Okay, that's good.
I won't miss.
Oh wait, we win with the Fearful Fighter. Wait.
Sound of silence.
Well, I guess we also win with the Dashing Duelist too. I don't know why, I forgot that her health is so low. I could have just won with the Dashing Duelist.
Tomorrow is our
I tried to
reputation.
I thought about like attacking directly. Alright. End my turn. Or end my turn. End this duel here. Okay.
Bun, don't give her a chance to counterattack. Keep plying your iron.
Like a blacksmith at her forge, Bear.
Farcical. That wrens may hunt where eagles could not soar.
Selena, we're up!
Don't miss. Thou art host of my flame.
And don't jinx it! The flame quickeneth! Fire in the hole!
Thou art the remnants of remnants.
Lending speed to burning bullets. Clever way to pack on the heat.
I was never worth beans with ignition. But now that Selena can lend me her power with the Titan's word, I've become a regular old firecat.
With Miser limited to acceleration tricks and me to pyrotechnics, we had to get creative. I'd say our fireworks are even a match for Vincent's.
Thou seekest warmth from a false flame, which hath radiance but no heat. And I have seen thee by its light. I have seen thy power, and I have seen thy doom. Join thy predecessors in the cradle of death. I have peered into the seeds of time and crushed the grains of thy success. No laurel shall adorn thy brow, but thou shalt have funeral posies for thy breast.
Nexus can tell the future now?
Well, that ain't no fun.
Yeah, she can reset. She knows what's gonna happen.
What's life without surprises?
She'll know the joy of revelation soon enough.
Silence, force, order. No matter how much time may pass, the powers of the Titans remain constant. Thou art but pebbles in a rushing stream.
Ah, that's our cue.
Thy futures
There we
still
go.
run to the sea of death.
Nexus the all-seeing, blinded by a trick of light. Seems you were a false prophet after all.
Where are they?
What the heck?
Surprise! Thy heels are light. I soar on the wings of angels. You ready, Bunny? Catch!
Wow, look at this teamwork.
Alley-oop and bang!
Wow.
What foul craft is this? What is in thy box?
Funny that you asked, because a whole lot of figuring went into this one. As you know, the Titan of Force can box anything she touches.
That includes the Law Dog's acceleration magic. Now, when an accelerated bullet is kept cozy in my casket, it continues to gain speed.
Dang, okay. Interesting.
And when that bullet's gained enough momentum to all but catch up to yesterday,
Then it's time to unleash punishment.
Yeah, that's so
No
cool.
more
I like
than
that.
the low cunning of a beast.
So wait, they just. So I don't know if this is like literal or something, but he said gain enough momentum to all but catch up to yesterday. I don't know if that means that the bullet traveling is like a day's worth of it, like increasing in speed.
Oh, but we sure acted
I'm sure
like
it's just like
heroes.
more of a
Don't we at least get points for being debonair? Bunny may be accelerated,
like a metaphor.
but it takes true grit to catch a bullet barehanded.
My grit ain't no truer than your aim, partner.
That is really cool, man. Dude, why didn't Vincent and not thought they think about that? I feel like because they're not really, I guess, as friendly as these guys, like that cooperative with each other in this aspect, like with these guys here.
Courage will not make a worm a lion.
Might not. But you know what the nifty thing about worms is?
For a critter living in the dirt, there ain't nowhere to go but up.
But a towering figure like you?
You've got a long fall ahead of you. Now, who's ready for some sweet revenge? Thy flesh is fire. I am the light with heaven's retribution. Incinerate, reload,
Man.
Godfire!
Did she also enhance Baron too? I like the teamwork.
Madness! What canst thou scorch with so weak a flame?
Bless your slow-witted heart. Don't take but a spark to light dynamite.
Got a present for you, Nexus. Hope you like sugar.
Dude, the box is so cool.
Ow!
I've always thought the boxes were cool from Not, but man, I'm starting to like really like that power now.
Confused? Allow me to elucidate. Set fire to a bullet-sized amount of powdered sugar, and it will burn.
Man,
However, if you set fire to a cannonball-sized amount,
jeez.
it's gonna explode.
It's simple science, really. Expand the surface area, increase the oxygen to particulate ratio, and you have yourself a regular bomb. Of course, most folks ain't equipped to carry a factory's worth of sugar on their person. But the Titan of Force ain't most folks.
Jeez.
I know we ain't gonna be winning any prizes for genius, but with just a little thinking.
We make a big boom.
Yeah, that is.
Heretics, blasphemers.
It's like, dude, they're winning through the power of science
and am
and
repaid
physics.
with butchery.
I've been called worse.
It is so funny.
But how's
I
that
like that.
heretic sobriquet sitting on
It's
you,
so,
sister?
It's so smart.
Huh. Better than the sister sobriquet, I can tell you that.
Not much longer now. Take her down.
Thou art blinded by pride. Thy armor will never reach me.
Oh, it'll reach. It may take a while, but bit by bit, step by step, we're headed to victory.
Thinkest thou thine eye stretches farther than mine?
Well, if your perception is so clear, explain how you didn't notice that one of us was missing.
Man.
What?
Whew. This Jack in the
So
Box
fast.
act is gonna bite my rosy rear with heightened claustrophobia, but thanks for the ride, Baron.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
And getting people
Acceleration
too.
gave me all the mobility I needed to get us to point-blank range.
So
Once
much-
you call down the Thunder Nexus,
So much teamwork.
There's no escape.
Never have the Titans so conspired together.
Yeah, I've like this is definitely not like what Vincent and Not would do.
Glad your trigger finger shoots as well as your mouth, miser. The fame of Bunny and Baron might have been short-lived if you'd been the lawman dogging us.
yeah, well, dip so much as a toe into banditry again, and I'll have you behind bars faster than a big city minute.
Not if I put you in a box first.
How? Wherefore?
Maybe this will sweeten your day.
I'm just wondering if she'll do a restart and
I've
reset.
seen all. I know all.
Like in this battle, she didn't do it yet, right? I don't know if like that card battle was supposed to represent like her doing it multiple times right now.
She's as dipped as a powdered donut. You ready, Selena?
Always. Thy flesh is fire. I am the light with heaven's retribution. Shame that even with all that sugar on
I just wonder if she has
you're
any more
still
resets on her
bitter as
before she
gall.
like tires out.
Welcome to your last supper, Nexus.
Unless yeah, it's like her last supper where it is her last of her energy where she can't reset anymore. And she would need to sleep, but it doesn't look like she can really sleep right now.
Burn in hell!
That's so cool. So I noticed that it looks like everyone had like their time to like cooperate with each other. Like you saw like Bunny and Miser, Baron and Selena, and then like you saw the girls and the boys together.
Choo-wee!
That is so
That's
cool. This is such a cool way to do like a
I
teamwork.
say we land the coup de grace and breeze on
Type
home
fighting.
to a feast before the boys even know what happened. Your child's too fine to be shared.
Sounds good to me. I'll whip you up one of my special desserts.
And yeah, you don't really need to see like Bunny and Baron and Miser and Selena like working together. Because we always seen that. It's so cool to see them like, you know, just like, you know, take turns with each other.
I'm more of a ribs and steak gal.
We must have been born under the same star.
This cannot be.
Nexus, I recognize that all we little people must look identical to you. And that short-sightedness is exactly what led you straight off a cliff.
You can give two artists the exact same canvases, the exact same brushes, the exact same paint. 10 times out of 10, they'll produce wildly different paintings. We might have Naught and Vincent's powers, but we ain't the same people. And we sure as hell ain't meeting the same end.
Yeah, definitely not the same people.
No! No!
Like, I feel like even with the amount of resets, and also with her, I'm guessing she's like weaker than before, where she can't produce the same amount of resets, like, what, over 1,000 or 2,000? Yeah, I don't think she has enough resets to, like, maybe go back and try out all different combinations. Because I feel like with them, like, as long as they're like, they have like a variety of ways to take her down, like, she can't really, she can't keep up.
Thy victory is a false vision, the coinage of a diseased brain.
Like, yeah, it's so smart, man. It's like the amount of possibilities for them to win
Nexus, I don't doubt you got enough power to snuff out
is more
repair
than
like a candle.
the amount of times maybe that she can reset, maybe. Like, I don't know if that latter part plays a factor where there's a limit.
And
But that's
yet,
what I'm guessing.
Not a single one of us can compare to the Titans out of Ulder. I can still promise that we'll win the day. Know why?
Or I guess maybe just in general, they just probably had more ways to win compared to like Orisa, Vincent, and Not. So that even with her amount of resets,
I will not hear the ravings of madness.
if she has like fully restored her power from before when she fought them, like the previous like 2 Titans and Orisa.
Because we ain't alone.
And whether you're a bandit or a lawman, a sinner or a saint,
You got it in you to forge a new future.
That's what it is to be human.
Human? What is a human but a dream of dust?
Man,
How dare you in the vessel of stagnation mock my ears with talk of so insubstantial a creature? You that rise from the earth like phantoms to wander a time beneath sightless stars, then dissolve again into that from whence they came.
okay, she's about to do it again.
Thou hast no future. What once was spun shall be unwound. What once was healed shall be unbound. In blood of time, let grace be drowned.
I'm guessing Baron is about to do something here.
Trigger's already been pulled, Nexus.
I saw him do
Going
something.
back.
No matter how far you run or where you hide, frontier justice will find you.
Future ain't no place for a dumb old bird like you anyway. Forever singing the same tune.
A new wind is rising, and change is a-coming, whether you like it or not.
I just realized, so
Thou art
we saw
marked for death.
Vincent and what was it? Vincent and Not. You know, they were in a dream. But where's Arisa?
But I am the ceaseless wheel of fury. I am omniscient. I am eternal.
I'm guessing when they defeat Nexus, Arisa will come back.
Reset.
Oh, that was it? Wow. Oh yeah, I think I do think because of them working together and like they have like so many different combinations, I feel like I don't think she has enough resets to like maybe experiment and try things out. But here we go, the last one here, which is Unbounded Futures, and the world keeps turning. Yeah. Driven to her wit's end, Nexus calls upon the powers of fury to reset time. Oh, I think that's during the battle, like, you know, for the battle only. When I thought reset time, I thought like the entirety of time. That'll be kind of crazy, like when she was born. Or when
What is a human but a dream of dust? And the land of Nod is under my dominion. I am the director of this insubstantial pageant. Thy tale of smoke and thunder is mine to tell. Restart.
This is already been code, Nexus.
Yeah, I don't think it
No
matters,
going back.
Nexus.
No matter how far you run or where you hide, frontier justice will find you.
Yeah, that line is crazy by Miser. Yeah, no matter what she does.
Future ain't no place for a dumb old bird like you anyway. Forever singing the same tune.
A new wind is rising, and change is a-coming, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I like the lines here, man. They just... it fits in so well. Like, there's more meaning to it.
Every star must fall from its zenith.
Oh, wait, is this Flo S?
This
Oh, Elgano.
is where you fall. Prepare yourself, Nexus of Serenity.
Okay, what the heck is this?
How hast thou come here? Wherefore doth time sleep? Did I not bid it wake?
You have mistaken the situation.
What?
Time does not sleep. It's stagnated.
And I was the one who did the deed.
The Titan of prosperity? Impossible. The seeds of time are beyond thy grasp.
Flo S.
I will be called by my proper title. Thank you very much.
The vessel of stagnation. But death hath taken thee in its grasp. I saw thy downfall. No, this...
Oh, whoops.
Creation.
My bad.
That is one way to put it. The creation myth of Reveil. In the beginning, there was a pebble. God took up this pebble in her hand and formed the world.
Yeah, hold on, what did she say? No, this must be a bodiless creation. A grinning mockery.
She then divided into 3 titans, so that she could walk on the land and amongst the people she created. Now that humanity stands upon the brink of destruction, 3 has become 1 again. I have inherited the powers of force, order, and prosperity. The
Dang.
Holy Trinity that makes up the author of all things.
I don't really understand how that works. I actually don't understand actually what that means. Like, how does she do that? How does she inherit all of them? I'm guessing during this time stop? Or is it because of Flo S? Because, you know, the whole vessel of stagnation thing? I'm actually kind of, like, confused on this part.
Thereby, I have inherited the power of Floes.
Okay.
That includes the ability to bend time. Or unbend it, as we
Okay.
demonstrated during your little reset dalliance earlier.
Oh, they know about the
What
reset.
did you say you were? Director of this insubstantial pageant? Wonderful turn of phrase. I shall take note of it.
I mean, dude, I gotta say, Ashilindrig, I hope he appreciates what's happening now, because I feel like he wouldn't be like in this powerful situation if it weren't for Elgano.
Now, I grant that
I know he
the powers
wants-
of Fury are awe-inspiring, but they are far from one of a kind. A sad but common tale. Your hubris has led to your downfall.
Whence came this knowledge?
About your powers? Well, it seems you tired yourself out chasing after 3 swift mice, didn't you? So you had to lay yourself out and take a long catnap.
Your mind was as battered as your body.
Oh, the dream.
As you slept, I crept through the cracks in your psyche and bore witness to your wrath.
Yeah, the whole like dream world thing that Elgano was doing.
I saw your death, your rebirth, and every single life you lived thereafter. And I knew that we were dealing with a Hydra, and that, to triumph, we would need divine intervention.
That's a cool comparison to Hydra.
Thou liest! A mortal body is no more capable of holding the full power of a god than a beastly mind is capable of human speech.
Well, I would say she's not really mortal, right? I feel like she's more than that.
Yes, I will grant you that.
And also I
While
Drake.
Elgano is one human in a million, she is still a child of the earth, not well positioned to receive power from above.
Okay, I guess she's normal. It's just, you know, when she came back, like, I remember before, like, what, she was, like, resurrected or something? But, that, like, her power was so good, like, I feel like she would withstand it.
But with a small boost from elevated beings such as you and I, the tune changes. See, I branded each of the 4 steers you manhandled earlier with my seal.
Oh, the seal's back.
Every time you laid hand on one of my livestock, some of your magic was diverted to me.
Wow.
As reparation for damages, so to speak.
So he put the seal on, like, the, you know, the Bunny and Baron, Selena, and all that. Miser. And then he just stole the, like, the power of Nexus. Dude, like, really, the Reveal story, like, it's always been my favorite, and it's still my favorite right now, man. It's so good. It makes you think a lot.
Largesse, I was very quickly able to amass the magical funds.
Like, dude,
I needed
whoever wrote the
to
Reveal story
acquire the offices of force and order.
deserves a raise.
The rest was a waiting game. When they saw you gearing up to reset, one of those cowpunchers sent a signal to me via his seal.
That was Baron. Yeah, he noticed that.
As soon as I received the signal, I initiated the inheritance ceremony.
Okay, I see. That's how she inherited.
Force, order, prosperity. Now I have all the powers of a god.
Thou poisonous toad, that leapest beyond thy station, 'tis keepers that stand atop the pinnacle of all creation. Thy place is down in the dust.
Why, Nexus, did you just draw blood from me?
Oh my gosh, dude.
The price of disrespecting a god. That must be worth at least 8,000.
Jeez.
Then there is the sacred blood you spilt.
Oh my gosh, dude. This power is crazy.
90,000.
Now we get to see it being used against a keeper. Imagine that on Nerva.
Finally, for the infinite irritation
you have caused.
Infinite.
We
That's
round
crazy.
down
to a mere 1 million gold.
My. Unless I'm mistaken, you seem to be suffering from a touch of the collar. Fury becomes you, Nexus. Shame that it won't save you.
Thou liest.
I do not deny the keepers are high and mighty beings. For a human to oppose a keeper, a bee may as well brave a bear. However, with the right amount of venom, neither keeper nor bear is invulnerable to death. The poison required here was the power of another keeper. The power of stagnation.
thy victories are but writing on the sand. I have seen the future, and I know.
So like stagnation has been like shown a lot here. I'm guessing because I was wondering about Flo West if she's like a vessel or a keeper. But I guess that line before, the poison required here was the power of another keeper, the power of stagnation. So like how how you have the purgation and serenity. I guess yeah, Flo West was the keeper of stagnation. That's interesting because like the way Flo West presents herself, like I know she's like very powerful and stuff, but like she doesn't even have that voice like with Nexus and Nerva, like that effect. So I thought maybe she would be a vessel, but I think she's the keeper.
When time's swift river
Or I guess if
flows
she is a vessel,
backward,
I guess you
it
can
will
say she
drown
took the
sound
power
of
of
thy
the
rejoicing.
But I'm gonna guess she's a keeper.
The tide is at my beck and call.
And I guess she was a
My
nice
victory
keeper.
is preordained.
In a way.
It is written in the stars.
Shall I take this to mean you intend to reverse time again?
Yes, thou hast mixed the poison that now laps at thy lips. Thou hast stoked my fury.
Your clock is broken, Nexus.
Silence! I tire of thy prating. What once was spun shall be unwound. What once was healed shall be unbound. In blood of time let grace be drowned. Reset! Wherefore, time will not stand still. The powers of fury lie dormant. No, this cannot be. Reset! 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 Reset!
What did I say? The pigs. They always squeal. Nexus, I requisitioned your time-twisting thaumaturgy earlier. As part of the 1 million gold that you owe me.
My gosh.
For the
infinite
infinite
irritation you have caused us. We will round down to a mere 1 million gold.
You can no longer reset
It was-
time.
It was during
The
that.
future of Reveil once again belongs to its people.
We meet again, Ilgano.
See, they should be back to normal now, right? They don't have the powers anymore.
Yes, on the field of victory.
No! This scene before mine eyes is but a reflection of the water. I have but to reach out, and the illusion is broken.
And yeah, I'm guessing the reason why Elgano was able to withstand the power, because they talked about her being like also kind of like a child of the earth, is because of Aishilindrig. I'm guessing she's sharing the power with him.
There is no future but what I have seen. There is not beyond what I already know.
Just like how like with Miser, Bunny, and Baron and Selena were doing. How they could
Wisdom
withstand it.
lies in knowing that you know nothing. In
Yo.
knowing nothing, we open ourselves to discovery. In knowing nothing, we welcome possibility.
'Tis only humans that thus are blind. Keeper's eyes see through the mist of time.
That certainty is why you'll never grow, Nexus, and why the world has left you behind.
It ain't not knowing that gets you into a scrap. It's thinking you know things that just ain't so.
Sure, compared to your freakiness, we humans are short-lived and short-sighted. But that's why we're always looking to expand our horizons. That's how we got this far.
There is no predestination. There is no congregation of the stars. There's only us. In this present, we made together.
That is where miracles are found. They are not waiting in the clouds to be set down by distant gods. They are in each of these infinite moments that we spend here on Earth, forging new possibilities.
What mad reality would grant knowledge to mortal minds, which it keeps from those perpetual. 'Tis contrary, 'tis unnatural.
The time for denial has passed. Fate's bullet has already flown.
It's over, Nexus!
I am Fury, the ceaseless wheel. I am eternal.
I told you, your clock is broken. For you, time will march no more.
There you go. So is she really gone for good this time?
Well, I'll be dogged. The sky's blue again.
Nexus is gone,
Hey, there we go.
and her curse is broken.
Is this the real world? As real as it gets, sister. Good gravy. It's been ages since I last saw that cute button face.
Good to have you back.
Bunny? Baron? Everyone's here. So that's it, right? We won?
By the finest of hairs. Expect I earned some scars today that I will parade proudly to my grave.
I heard you beat Nexus one-on-one last time. For how little you are, you sure are a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, well, I mean, she was on her last legs by the time I got to her. You're the ones who are amazing. Nexus's new powers were unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I completely underestimated her. Sorry I turned out to be just someone else who needed saving.
You were more than that, Arisa. You were the first swing of the pendulum that set everything into motion. If you hadn't engaged Nexus in battle and lowered her defenses, I never would have had access to her thoughts. Then I might never have found a path to victory. Not to mention, you already saved our world once before. Never forget that.
Would be unchivalrous not to pay our debts.
You're one to talk.
Burnt biscuits, Selena. You sure do hold grudges about money.
Oops. Sorry. Hearing your banter reminded me of Selena's cooking. You can say that again. My stomach is fixing to flip inside out. I say we head back to the church and scrounge up more grub than you can say grace over.
You'll be scrounging a while then. That meal you had earlier was the last of our stores.
Reckon Reveal itself is just about cleaned out. Packed everything we could onto the trains.
Bun and I could rustle something up. Just need about 20 minutes.
We'll take Arisa then, and head into town first.
Wait, I'm invited? Invited?
Of course.
You're the guest of honor! And I know just the place for our little shindig. Spur it on!
I knew it. I thought about saying like they should go to Spurred On when they were hungry. But then they were talking about the church. I thought they were about to eat there.
Do we have permission to use the saloon?
You got my permission.
Oh no. Barkeep's gonna be as mad as a hornet.
That sounds like a problem for our future selves. We did a damn
Heck yeah.
good deed today. And I say we drink to it.
That might have been the best meal I've ever had.
Selena's cooking has always been stellar. But after what we just went through, this grub is just above and beyond.
Yeah, and it didn't hurt none that the ingredients Bunny and Baron brought back were the finest money can buy. Where'd y'all even root this stuff up?
Golden Hills. Bun and I know where some of the big wigs keep their private reserves.
Yep, they know where the bigwigs keep their... private reserves? Did you just feed a sworn deputy with the fruit of crime?
Yes.
Oh, those fat cats left that food behind as an act of charity. Why else would they have installed flimsy locks that can be shot to smithereens?
It's all over. I now know the taste of crime.
Good job, Miser.
Sorry.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Arisa. We're all in it now.
Oh no, I was going to say, sorry I've been eating so much, but could I get seconds?
Help yourself.
So, anyone see where Ilganel ran off to?
She just stepped outside. Enjoying the breeze, I expect.
So what, can Shadowverse just like wander off on his own now?
You! Easy, Arisa. He's with us. At least for now.
Well, my mortal friends, I extend to you my congratulations. 4 little wrens prevailing over the Owl of Death. It's a modern-day miracle. Moreover, you cheated the Reaper himself. Generations of men and women stronger than you, smarter than you, crushed by the weight of what it means to be a Titan. Yet you have borne the title and lived.
Yeah.
I wish I could say it was all light and sweetness from here on out. But y'all know better than I what a dark and bitter world we live in. You paid for your victory in blood, the blood of Not and Vincent.
No!
Yes, they were mighty figures, even for Titans. I mourn their loss, as shall the whole of Reveil. But the greatest brunt of the misery falls on me alone.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. Because, like, everyone was going up against a Shillendrig, like, with the Titans and stuff. But then, in the end, like, they went down. And then Shillendrig is the one alive.
Titans like Not and Vincent will never walk the earth again. But neither will they need to. For I have inherited the powers of force and order, and ascended unto the divine.
But do we trust him with that power?
Rejoice. No longer are you riffraff trembling beneath the boot of a tyrant. Now you are acolytes, worshipping at the feet of a god.
While I agree Reveil could do without her tyrants,
I reckon she still needs her Titans.
Now, I grant that your mortal intellects are likely addled with grief. However, it's time you stopped averting your...
Okay, what's going on now?
My power, it's leaving me.
Elgano?
Goodness gracious, you're
Oh,
trembling like
no.
a daisy on a
I mean,
windy
yes.
day. Is that old illness of yours acting up again?
So yeah, that's Nod's voice. So wait, how do they live? I'm confused now.
Shillendrig,
Yeah, there's Vincent.
you look as if you just saw a ghost.
Impossible.
Quiet, Shug. Don't move. I haven't finished taking in your thunderstruck expression.
Quite a sight, ain't it? Makes you glad to be alive.
Not. Vincent,
What's the meaning of this?
we went through with the inheritance ceremony. How the hell are you here?
Yeah.
Took the question right out of my mouth.
Not only are we alive, our Titan powers are back. And as overjoyed as I am, I would like an explanation.
Alright, Elgano, I'm guessing it's because of her.
Care to do the honors, Ilgano? Of course. The answer you are seeking lies with Floess, and the true intention behind the Song of Heaven and Earth. In particular, the third line of the incantation. For God's salvation, this is the price I pay.
You suspect the last line might have another meaning?
Suspect. Hope. Language is so uncertain.
couldn't hurt to hear it.
We're wrestling with a matter of life and death right now. Best we make our decision after exploring all avenues.
If there's hope, it's worth putting on the table. I don't want any more sleepless nights, lying there wondering what if.
All right. When I was in Nexus's mind, I came across a dialogue she had with Floess, the originator of the Titans. Floess loved humanity. And what's more, she believed in our potential. That is why she initiated the time loop. She had hope that, with time, we would effect our own deliverance. I do not think that she intended for Reveil to be inherited by a god.
But wasn't the third line about paying a fair price?
Yes. And why should the price for salvation be death? Is salvation not an act of grace? And is grace not given freely?
True enough. Leave it to a loan shark like I Shillendrig to hear talk of commerce and equate it with blood. But if the price ain't blood, what is it?
The great tragedy of human existence. That nothing stays. We taste joy, only to lose it. We rise to power, only to fall. We touch the hem of mystery, only to face the darkness of the grave. The hawk flies, and justice dies. However, the third line of the song promises salvation. And this, I believe, is not a decree that God will inherit the world, but a promise of divine protection into perpetuity. And this promise is kept through the passing on of Floessa's legacy from one generation to the next. There is likely a charm woven into the words of prosperity, which strengthens one's life force. Floess would have included it to ensure the ritual of inheritance could be conducted safely. However, our Shillendrig, the Titan of Prosperity, has kept this power to himself, creating half-lives through the magic of his seals.
Speaking of that, Sharper, Shillendrig also mentioned that if we inherited in pairs, we wouldn't die when we passed the power along. What was that all about?
If my logic is sound, then it is because having a partner confers roughly the same effect as the charm. It increases your vital energies so that your body can withstand the strain of the ritual.
A charm that just barely keeps us from croaking, huh? Rituals are volatile affairs. The more power that's involved, the higher the chances of something going drastically wrong. The survival of Not and Vincent is still speculative at best. I suppose it's better than a death sentence. Now for the million gold piece question. Do we make the gamble?
Well, even a stopped clock is right twice a day. I assume that this also means it was you who reinstated my two associates, Ilgano.
The hawk is released into the dying day. Blind justice is robbed in the earth where he lay. For our salvation, this is the price I pay. I performed the ritual right outside. Shillendrig, did you notice that not once in the incantation is there mention of a god? Floess made our heaven. She made our earth. She set life in motion. However, I believe that she intended for humanity to inherit the world. To her, gods were never meant to be an eternal presence.
And what is a god? What have I been striving for all these long years?
Perhaps an apter question would be, what is it to exist? And what is it to live?
To live is wondrous. Ergo, to live forever must be the most wondrous thing there is. That is why I have and will always endeavor toward immortality.
There is no always, Shillendrig. Change is the nature of existence. You and I have merely been given more time to experience that change. We are far from eternal.
Is that a certainty?
No, nothing is certain. And everything is possible.
I was certain about my reading of the incantation. I was certain about my becoming a god. I was certain about many things. And I was wrong about all of them. Bravo, youngsters. Just 2 decades of wallowing in the grit of this world have revealed more unto you than centuries of a charmed life have revealed unto me. I graciously concede my defeat.
Dang. And just like that, man, like, even after he got his power, like, we just talked it out. Like, you notice some, like, things in the back.
Why, I see. You're among
And yeah,
friends.
there was a lot of words being said there.
By all means.
I tried my best to understand it. I'm not sure if I fully understand it, but I'm guessing because since we split off the power, like, you know, being inherited, that also we're doing it because, you know, they're partners too with like Bunny and Baron and Selena and Miser. I guess because they're partners in that aspect, they both live because of that. I think that's what I understood. I could be wrong.
Well, I regret to deprive you of the
Like, you know, there's like a
satisfaction of
bond
sniveling. A spot in the pantheon
compared
was
to like
never
if they
my
were
heart's deepest
split off by
desire.
strangers that don't care about
Now
each
and
other.
Forever, I want only to survive.
What did Ilgano just say about
And pretty much the power of
forever?
friendship, maybe.
Save the lectures for another time. It appears that the age of our triarchy has not yet drawn to a close. Change may be coming, but it certainly is slow.
Classic Icy. He says his piece, and before I can rattle off a witty comeback, he immediately hightails it back into Ilgano's subconsciousness.
I was wondering what happened to him. He just went back into the subconsciousness.
Ilgano, you've sacrificed so much in service to our city. And Nod and I, well, we owe you our lives.
No, all I had was conjecture.
We gambled with your life, Sheriff. I gambled with your life.
And you won. You saved me, and you saved Reveille. Most of life is a shot in the dark. Be proud of what you've accomplished, son.
It wasn't just me. I had Ilgano's wisdom, Bunny and Baron's strength, and Selena's courage. I would have been lost on my own. I ain't like you, Sheriff.
And where did my strong leadership lead us? Under my watch, there's been injustice, war, and a whole lot of hatred. A Titan can see far, but he can't see everything. When you're way up high, the scenery blurs together. You overlook the little things that matter. The grit of one girl, or the virtue of one outlaw. You miss everyday acts of kindness and cruelty. We all have blind spots, Miser. And the best we can hope is to find somebody with a different vantage point worthy of trust. And that's just what you did. Maybe the age of order from above is over. Maybe it's time we return the government to the people.
Government by the people. I like the sound of it, though I can't quite get the picture of it in my head.
Oh, that's fine. Means there's still room to learn. But something tells me that my retirement ain't too far off. When that day comes, you'll keep an eye on this troublemaker for me, won't you, Selena?
I'll be keeping both eyes on him. But not for you, Vincent.
Troublemaker? I thought we were all talking about what a good job I did.
You committed a crime.
The job ain't
because
done
of
yet,
Baron.
Liza. Not even close. Reveille needs rebuilding, and you're gonna need building too, if you want to be my successor. I respect your ability to communicate, son, but a little more knowledge in your mind and strength in your bones couldn't hurt. Though, I'm gonna put you through hell to get it.
Looking forward to it already. But, before you put me through my paces, mind if I take a holiday?
What? We came this far and now you want to take your boots off?
I just figured that once work catches me, I wouldn't find the time again.
Time for what?
Our wedding. Put it off long enough as is.
Oh.
Oh, is somebody getting choked up?
Hell's bells, Miser. When they made you, they forgot to put in the shut up. Just let me be happy in peace.
No can do. We still have to buy our wedding rings. Sheriff, you ready to pass a verdict on that holiday?
Take as long as you need. Matter of fact, spend as much as you need. I'm funding the wedding, and I got a deep pocket. Make it an affair the likes of which Reveille has never seen.
Oh, all right. Never figured you to be one for extravagant shindigs.
Let's just say I got memories to overwrite.
Memories? What memories, sir?
Don't trouble your head about it. Suffice it to say, I've been waiting and dreaming long enough.
Yeah.
Lead me into the future, son.
Yeah, he probably wants a better wedding than like what he's been witnessing over and over.
And show me that I can leave this city to you with no regrets.
You got any regrets?
About what?
Giving me back my power? If you had stayed the Titan of Force, you could have claimed my army, my influence. Hell, you could have even taken Reveal when the fancies struck you. Can you look me in the eye and say you don't regret giving that all up?
There was a time I wanted to be a Titan. But it weren't for the power. I wanted to create a world where Bun and I could find happiness. And, well, that world's been created. Now I reckon I just won't live in it. I've had my hour as a Titan, not. The burden of all that control. Tell the truth, I'm glad to be free of it.
Well, I'm not. I was getting comfy with the thought of ruling Reveal.
Now, Bun, careful.
Imagine
what
her
you
ruling
wish for.
Reveal. It's kind of funny, you know, because like Baron has been wanting that title, and now, you know, it's more for the just making a better world. So yeah, now he doesn't need it since it's been made.
Indeed. I just got a pretty picture in my head of a baby hare calling the shots. If you want to be the Titan of Force someday, I'm willing to teach you. Won't be easy.
There we go.
But you're free to dart back to your little warren whenever you want.
All right, Not. Let's get two things straight. First, I feel no shame in beating a slick retreat. Second, I ain't that interested in your hand-me-downs. But when I hear fighting words, especially from a daughter of a gun like you, I always throw down.
Daughter of a gun. I've never heard that being said before. Always son of a gun.
Good energy. Let's see how long it lasts, shall we?
Oh, we shall. Keep those peepers peeled, sister.
Hey, settle down, you two. Bun, you can't seriously be considering this.
As sure as hell is hot, Bear. We're doing this.
We?
Yeah.
Where does we
Weird.
factor in?
Why, Baron. And here I thought you two were as thick as thieves.
Yeah, Baron doesn't care anymore about that.
We are thieves. Bunny and Baron. You can't have one without the other.
All right. What's your play, Not? Why drag Bunny into this?
Curiosity. Plainly speaking, you and that girl are more than I ever imagined. And it's still early days. With time and a whole lot of blood and sweat, who knows what you could become? Possibility is a bottomless box. And maybe, just maybe, with you wielding it, force will one day mean something more than fear.
That's it. No ulterior motives.
Why, I never. If you don't let those mistrustful ways die, your sweetheart will up and leave you one day.
Touché.
You found everything you wanted, Baron. And that is a blessing very, very few people can lay claim to. So grab on. Grab on and never let go.
I knew it. I didn't think she would go that far, though.
Larissa,
What are you doing alone out here?
I had matters to discuss with our Shillendrick.
My Shillendrick. He hurt a lot of people, didn't he?
Yes. I reckon he made more people suffer than the drought. All in the name of ambition. Perhaps those sins can be atoned for. Perhaps not.
You're very strong, Ilgano.
I am half a wretch. I have mannerisms.
Oh yeah, the wretch.
that
That's
no
what they were.
mortal could ever
That's
dream
what she
of.
is.
That is not to my credit.
No. I mean, yes. You're
That's why she was so
beyond
powerful
belief,
and stuff.
But I was talking
She's a
more
wretch.
about your heart. I think that more than defeating your enemies, it's harder to make peace with them. But that's what you're doing. Not because you want to, not because you gain anything from it, but so you could protect Reveal.
What makes you think I don't want to?
Well, because you look sad.
I almost didn't do it, you know. After Nexus revealed her new powers, I was in turmoil. I understood that making peace with our Schillendrig was the right way. The only way. But the heart will forever war against the mind. I might have faltered until it was too late. If it were not for my sister.
Your sister?
Before she passed on, my sister would often speak to me about the future. She would ask me about the person I wanted to be, or the world I wanted to live in. She may have been doing it simply to take my mind off the present, as I was chronically ill and prone to wallowing in self-pity. But be that as it may, she gave me hope. She helped me believe in a better future. Right before our Schillendrig snatched it away. I never forgave him for that. I will never forgive him for that. However, the past is written. There is no erasing it, and no changing it. But the future is full of change. I couldn't throw away all of that possibility because of something beyond remedy.
That is a cool way to say it. Because, I've always been hearing about, how history is written and can't be changed. But I never heard about, seeing the future as, that can be changed. Or maybe I did. It's just I've always been hearing more of the latter of what I said. Is my camera working? It's not. Okay, there we go. I think it was frozen.
If I had traded hope for everlasting grief, it would have broken my sister's heart. The sorrow of the past will never leave us. But there is always the chance of finding even greater happiness in the future.
Your sister must have loved you very much.
And I her.
Tell me about your dreams.
I want to watch Reveal grow until it is worthy of my sister's memory. She may be gone, but there are still hundreds of young people like her with a future to look forward to. And perhaps, wandering the endless plane of possibilities, I will happen upon some comfort of my own.
You really are brave, Ilgano. I know your sister would be proud of you.
You are a strange one, Arisa. Whenever I speak to you, I feel a sense of solace. You're like a gentle breeze on a balmy day.
Thanks. That's genuinely one of the nicest things anyone said to me.
Well, that's probably the people coming back.
Did you hear that?
A train whistle. The people of Reveal have returned.
Yep, the battle's over, so might as well come back now.
Orisa, Ilgano, come on. We got a hot-footed to the station.
Last one there's a rotten egg.
Shall we?
Of course. It's time for a homecoming.
That's it, man. Wow. Yeah, that was really it. That was a really good ending. I feel like so far, compared to the previous two worlds with Velsar and Asunia, still Reveal has always been my favorite story. I know it kind of connects to Velsar too, which I also thought was pretty good, but I feel like Reveal has always been the best world. The best story too. It's just so interesting with their mechanics behind things, and it also has because of that, it does make you feel smart. You really got to think about the mechanics behind the world. I do like that whole scene where they were all just working together and stuff, and that made for some pretty cool combinations with the four titans back then. And then now pretty much everything is kind of I guess in a way reverted. Everyone's kind of cool with each other now. There's no more bad guys. Even the titans don't hate each other now. They're all friends, even at Schillendrig, which is a big surprise. I thought maybe they would have kept. I feel in a way, I wish there was some sense of sacrifice. I would be, maybe I would rather if Not Nots and Vincent would die. And also if they were to do that, they would just also have some kind of last words to say to Miser and Bunny and Baron. But I guess this is fine too. I feel there should have been some kind of sacrifice in a way Then maybe Shillandrig. I do like the way he turned out, where you know they kind of proved them wrong about like, you know, the purpose of things and all that. But yeah, you know, still Reveal, my favorite story. And yeah, that was pretty much it for Reveal and everything with it. We're not going to be coming back to it, normal loops and all that. So yeah, that was Legacy Rewritten and Time Unbounded and Unbounded Futures. And the world keeps turning. Next time, I guess we'll be moving to the last world here, which is Natera, with Incursion Incoming and Oblivion Redo. But yeah, I guess the last one would be Taketsumi, right? That's the name, right? Taketsumi? I just remembered now. I know there were some times where I forgot his name. And then, like, who else is left? Like, Erica, Urias, like, they haven't showed up yet. Yeah, Erica and Urias. And then I'm going to assume the fox guy, or the wolf guy, I mean, that was with Taketsumi, that is all grown up now, is going to be there. Well, that means there'll be 3 in this one world. I thought maybe they would split things up. Like, you know, Erica would also be in Reveal. But no, they... I guess maybe 2 or 3 will be in here. Wow. Like Urias, Erica, and the wolf guy that I don't remember the name of. One day it will come to me. One day. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for now. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good